The control room at TechCorp was a war zone of flashing red screens and frantic engineers. For 3 hours, the company's critical infrastructure system had been down, grinding operations to a halt for dozens of client companies. Michael Harrison, the chief technology officer, stood at the center, his face a mask of frustration. "If you're so smart, fix it," he barked at his team of 20 engineers, each with elite degrees and hefty salaries. Kesha Williams, 24, stood quietly in the corner, her thermal delivery bag still slung over her shoulder. She'd come to drop off Michael's lunch order, but her eyes caught the error code blazing on the main screen. "That's a cache memory conflict," she said, almost to herself, setting the food down. "You need to clear the pending transaction buffer before rebooting the primary server." The room froze. Engineers turned, staring at the young black delivery girl as if she'd sprouted wings. Michael's laugh cut through the silence, sharp and mocking. "What's this? Tech advice from the DoorDash girl? Stick to deliveries, sweetheart. This is real work." David Park, the senior engineer, smirked. "This system moves millions. It's not a pizza app." Kesha's brown eyes held steady, unflinched by their condescension. "Fix it my way, and it'll be up in 2 minutes," she said calmly. "Bet on it." Michael scoffed. "2 minutes? We've been at this for hours. Get out before I have you banned from the building." Kesha adjusted her bag and left, but not before her words lingered like a challenge. The engineers returned to their screens, but one, Jennifer Chun, a senior programmer, hesitated. She'd seen the error code too and knew Kesha's suggestion made sense. Against Michael's orders, she quietly cleared the transaction buffer and rebooted the server. 2 minutes later, the screens flickered green. The system was back online. The room erupted in cheers, but Michael's face darkened. He didn't thank Jennifer. He didn't mention Kesha. Instead, he stewed, humiliated that a delivery girl had outsmarted his team. 3 days later, Michael sat in his corner office, still seething. "She's nobody," he told David, who dug up Kesha's name and background. Kesha Williams, 24, worked multiple delivery apps and lived in a low-income neighborhood. She dropped out of college, computer science, 3rd year, due to financial hardship. "Couldn't hack it," David sneered. "Dreamed too big, felt too hard." What they didn't know was that Kesha's dropout wasn't a failure. A family tragedy, her mother's cancer diagnosis, had forced her to prioritize medical bills over tuition. By day, she worked tirelessly. By night, she taught herself advanced programming on a secondhand laptop, her desk a cardboard box in their cramped apartment. She'd even built a route optimization algorithm for her delivery gigs, outpacing TechCorp's own software. Michael, however, saw only a threat to his ego. "She needs to learn her place," he said, his voice cold. Using his influence, he contacted every delivery app in the city, falsely accusing Kesha of unprofessional conduct. By the next day, her accounts were suspended, cutting off her income. AT home, Kesha stared at the suspension notices, her mother's medical bills stacked beside her. Her hands trembled, not with fear, but with resolve. "Everything okay, honey?" Her mother, Helen, asked, her voice frail from chemo. "I'll fix it, Mom," Kesha said, hugging her gently. That night, she opened her laptop and began coding something far bigger than delivery routes. Each line was fueled by years of being underestimated, every no and sneer forging her determination. Michael had ignited a fire he couldn't comprehend. For 2 weeks, Kesha lived a double life. By day, she scrambled for odd jobs, cleaning, waitressing, to keep the bills paid. By night, she built a cybersecurity platform designed to expose vulnerabilities in corporate systems. Her target? TechCorp's own flawed infrastructure, riddled with oversights her keen, I had already spotted. Meanwhile, Michael gloated at a team meeting. That delivery girl, blacklisted from every app in town, he bragged, leaning back in his chair. She'll learn there's a hierarchy. Jennifer Chun, who'd stayed silent, recorded his words. She'd been the only one to quietly support Kesha that day. And now, hearing Michael's cruelty, she acted. That night, she messaged Kesha via social media. "I work at TechCorp. I was there when you fixed our system. Michael sabotaged you. Can we meet?" At a quiet coffee shop, Jennifer played the recording. Kesha's jaw tightened as Michael's voice boasted about destroying her livelihood. "He did it because you bruised his ego," Jennifer said. She slid a list of TechCorp's major clients across the table. "Show them what he's hiding. These are the companies he's failed. Why help me?" Kesha asked that Jennifer's eyes softened. "Because I've been the outsider he tried to silence. You deserve better." Kesha's plan took shape. Using Jennifer's intel, she posed as an independent cybersecurity consultant, offering free audits to TechCorp's clients. Her platform revealed critical flaws in their systems, flaws rooted in TechCorp's shoddy infrastructure. Companies were stunned. Michael had assured them their systems were secure. When Megacorp CTO called Michael, his voice was ice. "A consultant named K. Williams found vulnerabilities you swore didn't exist. We're done." Michael's blood ran cold. K. Williams, the delivery girl. How had she accessed their systems? He didn't know Jennifer had leaked internal logs, exposing months of ignored flaws. The fallout was swift. Jennifer's email, detailing Michael's prejudice and negligence, went viral within TechCorp and beyond. By Monday, 12 major clients had canceled contracts, citing Kesha's audits. Tech journalists swarmed, and Kesha, now backed by a lawyer and TechCorp's own board, walked into Michael's office with a laptop and a stack of evidence. "Surprise," she said, her voice steady. "I'm here to audit your systems. The board hired me after your clients started jumping ship." Michael stammered as Kesha displayed 23 critical vulnerabilities, flaws his team had missed. "You prioritized ego over competence," she said. "That's why your clients are leaving." The lawyer stepped forward. "We're exploring lawsuits for defamation, discrimination, and contractual interference. Your clients are also filing a class action suit for your negligence." Michael sank into his chair, the weight of his actions crashing down. "Why?" he whispered. "You could have just walked away." Kesha met his gaze. "Because talent doesn't care about color or status. And people like you only learn when the consequences hit hard." 6 months later, Kesha sat in her office at Secure Code Solutions, her cybersecurity firm, now a rising star in the industry. Jennifer, her director of operations, walked in with news. 3 more ex-Tech Core clients had signed on. They want you, Jennifer said, smiling. Across town, Michael Harrison was a shadow of his former self. Fired from TechCorp, shunned by the industry, he scraped by as a freelance consultant, his reputation in tatters. TechCorp teetered on bankruptcy, its clients flocking to Kesha's firm. Helen, now healthier thanks to better care, visited Kesha's office. You turned their hate into something beautiful, she said, pride in her eyes. Kesha hugged her. It's not about revenge, Mom. It's about showing the world that competence has no limits and building something better than they could ever imagine. At the National Tech Conference, Kesha's keynote on diversity and excellence drew a standing ovation. Michael, once a regular speaker, wasn't invited. As Kesha spoke, she didn't mention him. She didn't need to. Her success was her statement, a testament to the power of resilience over prejudice. Secure Code Solutions grew to employ dozens of overlooked talents, proving that true hierarchy is built on skill and integrity. Kesha hadn't just won. She'd rewritten the rules, showing the world that a delivery girl could deliver justice and change an industry.